channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As usual, there will be timestamps listed down below, so feel free to jump around, and if you like what you see, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and just thumbs up this video while you're at it. It helps your girl out. You guys want to be a part of the Fawn squad. You're totally missing out if you're not a part of the Fawn family. This is an amazing community. I try to post 7 days a week, sometimes a couple of times a day. You don't want to miss out on all the content, so having that notification bell on also helps, but you gotta be subscribed, so you just, just hit the little buttons and you're all covered. Now this video shout out goes to Mama Shauna. Mama Shauna, I'm so sorry that you've been suffering from such a terrible migraine, and on day 3, I so feel your pain. I know what that's like. I really hope that it goes away ASAP. This video is probably gonna go up tomorrow on Monday, and by Monday I really hope that you're free and clear of it, because I know what it's like when they drag on and they drain you and you take medications and you get like a medication hangover, and it's just this vicious cycle and it doesn't end. So hopefully yours comes to an end sooner rather than later. I will be crossing my fingers and toes for you and sending you positive vibes and healing energy, and here's a big hug through the screen of whatever device you're watching this video on. And I did want to let you know that Makeup Forever is also one of those brands like MAC Cosmetics that is actually cruelty-free, with the exception of the fact that they are a global brand. So they do not test on animals. They have it all laid out that, none of the products going through the labs right to the finished product, none of it is tested on animals. But because they sell to China, the goddamn Chinese government then forces the products to be tested on animals once it enters that country. But aside from that, Makeup Forever products are not produced in China. They are actually produced in, I believe it's the USA. It might be Canada. I'm blanking right now because MAC is Canada, but everything about Makeup Forever is cruelty-free until it reaches China. At that point, the Chinese government does test, but it has been tested on humans and everything has been cleared and it's safe, and it still is horrendous that it's being tested on an animal, but because it's gone through everything vigorous on us, at least there should not be a reaction to whatever is being tested on the animal there. So just so you are aware, those two companies do everything they can to avoid animal testing. They just reach that line of, do we cut out an entire culture, everybody who is Chinese, because the government is a horrendous piece of fill in the blank, or do we sell to those citizens because it's not their fault that the government is a piece of So I wanted to let you know that as well, just because I saw your comment on Makeup Forever, and trust me, I do my research. Now, this video is on ColourPop, and ColourPop is 100% through and through cruelty-free, and it's on their new, look how little and mini this palette is. It is so cute, but I created this entire eye look with this palette. So you can get like one and done, really quick eye look, and be glam AF out of this little thing. And I wanted to test it. That's why there's no glitter in the crease. I left it alone. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Much palette. You get 6 shadows. Now they do have a little sticker on here that was like almost an afterthought for some reason, where it says Pigment palette. It's not actually on the packaging, so I'm not sure why they added on a sticker. It is extremely pigmented. I mean, look at the color, it's pigmented AF. But I find that to be the case with all ColourPop eyeshadows, so I don't know why they felt the need to put on a pigment palette as a sticker, as an afterthought. I'm kind of still confused about that, because I don't find it to be any different from and I own every single ColourPop eyeshadow palette, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but either way, the palette performed incredibly well. Everything blended to perfection. You could build up the intensity to where you wanted it. You did not need to go as bold as I did with these colors. You could have a light flush of color, or you could build up the intensity to where I have it. So it is a very versatile palette, and I can't believe it because you do only get 6 shades, and I still managed to create this, and I would reach for this. Like, if I was in a pinch and I had no time to create a makeup look, you literally use those 3 transition shades, and then I used that as my metallic. You could use this metallic. This one is not fully opaque, so it would depend on the eye look you're going for, but I mean, it would be a no-brainer, like boom, 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 and then a metallic, and you're good to go. You could skip liner, lashes. I mean, you could have an eye look done in like less than 5 minutes with this palette. It is so user-friendly. It is so effortless in the blend, in how it builds up everything. I love this little guy, and it like would fit in your pocket. Like, it's just so cute. Now, they did regress because they came like so many steps forward in their last palette launch with both the eyeshadow palette and the highlight palette that they dropped, because they did start finally putting shade names underneath their shadows, and this palette does not have shade names underneath the shadows, and I just put my thumb in a shadow. How do I do this in every single video? Like, seriously, but I don't know why they didn't put little shade names under there. So the shade names are on the back, so I'll let you guys know. I mean, it's like opposite, right? So like, okay, but just so you guys know for reference, if you want to pick them up individually, we have Yeah Bish, OTP, Neither Do I, and then It, Me, Cool It, and NVM. So, and this shade right here looks gray, but it has the most beautiful, flattering pink undertone. Wait until you see me start blending it. I could not believe it. It is perfection to go with the other 2 mattes. I thought that that was such an odd color to include in here. At first when I looked at it, I was like, what am I gonna do with a gray? Really, a gray? But it's not. It's like this beautiful pinkish color. So it's very deceiving in the pan, and it does actually fit to perfection with how this color scheming is set up. So ColourPop killed it for like a cute little 6-pan palette, and I would highly recommend this, especially for any of us, because there's always a time and a place when we just don't have time to do a full-on makeup look, or have time to think about a makeup look, or you're just so overwhelmed with palettes. It's like, what do I grab for the day? And in that time frame that you can be thinking about what eyeshadow look, what colors, just grab this and create this, and you're good to go. So I am so happy that I bought this, just for having it for those like early mornings, even when you just are too tired or you haven't slept. It's just, it really is an awesome palette. And I know it's not versatile in the sense that there aren't like a huge shade range and a huge shade selection, but I think that's what makes it really special, and what makes it actually stand apart from the other palettes, is that if you're just in a like scram and you need something quick, this is your baby. Now, they did also release 2 glosses, so I did lip swatch both of these. This one is beautiful on its own. You actually see the iridescent glitters, but it would also perform so beautifully over top of a lipstick. This one, it just kind of gives you a sheer, juicy gloss. You don't actually get any kind of color out of it, which is really odd. So you could pop it over top of a liquid lip or a lipstick just to add shine and not worry about it really transferring your color. This one is Verbatim. This one is Finesse, and Finesse though is really beautiful, so I love Finesse. And then they also came out with a bunch of Super Shock shadows. So I picked up, they released 4 new ones and then 3 new ones right before this release. So I picked up all 7 of them and I swatched out all 7 of them. I did end up running in orbits. The littlest amount I took on my MAC 242 brush and I put right on the center just to test it out for a little extra dimension. But you see what the eye look looks like before adding this on, and you don't need to add that on. You really can use just that palette and get a really glam look and be done. But I did pick them up. I did swatch them all out. Some are more eye toppers, like this baby is so beautiful. It has that pink reflect in it, and I just love this one. It's called Lucky Penny, and this is definitely more of a topper. So you're gonna see which ones are more sheer, which ones are like fully opaque, and yeah, there's also a dark blue one that is gorgeous. Oh, is it there or did it roll away from me already? This one is like what mermaid dreams are made of. It is so stunning. That's called Mothership. So anyway, you're gonna see all of these swatched out in action in a second anyway, or you can just jump ahead to the swatches. But they killed it. I'm so impressed with this launch, as I am pretty much every single launch that ColourPop does. So if you guys want to see swatches of everything, see it all in action, see how to get this eye look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so of course when ColourPop makes a drop, I need to get my hands on it because I've now become such a ColourPop girl. It is unbelievable. I never would have thought that like a year ago, but I'm now such a collector, and this is a Pigment palette. So it's a mini, but if it's gonna be like even more pigmented, I don't know. This is called They're Pretty Much, and look how freaking cute. All of that pink ombre situation going on, the little bow, the little stars, it looks like little clouds. Like, this is so cute. The back shows you the 6 different colors, so it is really tiny, but I mean, this is like pocket size. Like, you know, a guy could put that in his pocket. Like, that would be like the best accessory instead of like just putting a like cloth. Just put this in there instead. So this is so cute. And then they also dropped all of this. So I picked up all of this. We have 5 new Supernova shades, and I picked up 2 more Glossy shades. I don't buy their Ultra Satin and Ultra Matte shades. I just so much prefer glossy lips, so I did pick up their newest Glossy. And now I've been holding on to their 3 other Supernova shades because I didn't want to do a video just on these 3 shades when they dropped. So I will be swatching these 3, but these 3 were not part of that drop. So I'll just make sure to kind of differentiate them, even though it doesn't really matter. This was not sold as a bundle deal. You have to buy them all individually. Often ColourPop does a bundle, but they didn't for some reason this time around. So I did want to let you know that I do have 3 other shades as well. So I think I don't even know where to begin. I have to keep that separated. Okay, let's get in. Save the glosses for the end. Okay, pretty much. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look how cute that is. Oh, I love it. It is too adorable. Wow, that is so cute. It is super tiny. Those metallic shades look so beautiful. I love this. And that has like all little hands. Like, you're like, when you're on your computer screen and you have like the mouse and it's like a hand, that's what this is. This is like little hands all over the imprint of that. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's such a light pink. There we go. Slightly over here. But this is super adorable. Oh, it's just so little. Okay, so that would be a really cute, like, on the go. Oh, really, boys? Okay. All right, the Supernova shades that launched this time around are Lucky Penny, which has already won my heart. It is so iridescent. Okay, and I'll swatch all of these as well. I have 2 Lucky Pennies. Let me see if it's just... Nope. Did they mess up? Okay, well, giveaway add-on. Okay, over again. Oh my gosh, this is like rose gold, metallic, foiled heaven. This is beautiful. This one doesn't look as full as the other one. That's okay. I can look past it. It's beautiful. Then we have Prelude. Oh, it's a really nice, like, yellow gold champagne. Where's the giveaway one? Over here. And then we have Now or Never. Ooh, this is like a taupey purple with gold in it. That's really pretty too. All right. Now actually let me open up the glosses. Finesse. It's a glitter gloss. That's an iridescent glitter gloss that matches the first Supernova shade. And then the next one is Verbatim. These keep wanting to roll away on me. I can, like, put the palette there to stop it. This one is too, and it matches like this one in tones almost. It's again like that yellow goldish champagne. It's a really unique color. I love when there's a unique color that's obvious because I buy so much makeup to review for you guys. I mean, obviously I get a lot of pleasure out of it too. Who am I kidding? But I would not be buying makeup the way I buy it if I did not have a YouTube channel. All right, so the other 3 shades that were before this launch are Mothership. Oh, hello mermaid vibes. That is rich and intense, and oh my goodness, we're gonna have to play with that at some point. Then we have UF Whoa. Well, that's a nice copper. I like that a lot. It's like a fiery copper. They really tweaked the colors to make them really different. I like that a lot. It's super fiery. And then Running in Orbits. This just kind of looks like your stereotypical chocolate brown metallic form. Still really nice, but the other ones are definitely more ooh and ah and oh my god, that is amazing. This is still really nice, but this one isn't like standing out to me as anything spectacular compared to the rest. All right, I've got a lot to swatch, so I'm going to get to swatching and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm not sure why they felt the need to put this, because this is a sticker. Pigment palette on here because, oh, sorry guys, this is a sticker right here and it's the exact same formulation as their other palettes. There's nothing based on swatches and texture, and yes, I broke this nail and I'm really mad, so let's like just, you know, move past that. but it's deceiving to me for it to say pigment palette because a pigment palette is subculture. This is just an ordinary eyeshadow palette, but it's still really beautiful. Alright, so here are all of the shades. They are really pretty. You can get definitely basic looks, even a basic holiday look, really quick and out the door. This would be a really simple palette to achieve that with. So it is definitely a convenient palette. Oh, I just realized that on the palette, they did not put the names under the shadows. I thought ColourPop took a turn with the last launch because both the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter palette had the shades underneath, and now this one doesn't. They like took a major step forward just to take a big step backwards. So that's a bummer. All right, well, the first two metallics are not that opaque. There's opacity to them. The champagne one is definitely more opaque than the lilac, but you would definitely need to either have a base under it or build it or a glitter glue or something because, or unless you wanted a wash of color, that one's not very pigmented. Can we just like look at this though? Like this is where the magic is just, and I was very mistaken about just, you know, some typical old brown color. Nope, it's magical. All right, and then we have the first transition shade, and that's the first row. And then the second row are those three shades, which all swatched beautifully. So now moving on to, oh my god, the insane magic. Okay, where are the shade names on here? Wow, I am not. Okay, so we have a Lucky Penny. So that one's more of an eye topper because it is very sheer, but oh my goodness, does it glitter galore. That is unbelievable. And then we have Over Again. This one is like pink, iridescent, some purple. This one is stunning. Like I can't, all of these are so, so beautiful. And then we have Now or Never. That's that taupey one that has like gold in there mixed with some mauve. Very unique color. I'm obsessed. And then, oh my goodness, how do I... Prelude is this one. Prelude is the one that appeared to be very, very golden, but it's like the most beautiful rose gold when you swatch it. So that completes the collection for the new releases. And then these are the three from, you know, the next up collection, the newest collection of Supernova shadows. So that's Mothership. I'm just in awe over Mothership. Then we have UFO, that blazing copper. And then what I thought was going to be such a boring chocolate, Running in Orbits. I was so horribly mistaken, and I take it back. So now I have no idea what to do because we need to play with the palette, and I so want to play with these Supernova shadows because, oh my god, it's shiny, it's glittery, it's beautiful, it's blinding, it's a highlight for the eyes, and I am just drooling, salivating, I don't even know. So I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes while I just sit here in agony trying to figure out what to do, and I will be right back. Alright, so starting with my Wayne Goss number 16 brush, I'm going to take this taupey color and start building my crease and above. Yeah, this is the exact same formula. That just blended out like a dream, no issues, nothing, but it's definitely not any more pigmented than usual. Now taking this little Tarte brush, I'm going to dip into this shade and start smoking that everywhere. This cranberry shade is so pigmented and so beautiful. And it is just blending like a dream. Look how intense I just built that up. Now this shade does have a lot of kickback in the pan, but pigmented shadows like this do. So that's something that doesn't bother me, but I do want to point it out in case that bothers, you know, any of you. But this color, oh! And now scaling down my brush, I'm going to dip into this shade and focus that. Okay, you want to hold them more like this. So maybe they are a little bit more of a pressed pigment, but they feel the same? I don't know. But now I'm going to focus this in the crease. Beautiful. They all blended out so beautifully. I had to peel my tape off because my eyes are just pouring and the tape isn't holding down anyway, so now I know it looks funny, but it just won't stick. They are pouring. I cannot wait for Tuesday when I can start calling around to different specialists to see if I can get in on an appointment for if I have a blocked tear duct, several blocked tear ducts. I don't know why Eeyore is barking. Eeyore! Alright, so taking my MAC 242, I'm going to dip into this baby. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. Coat her well. We're going to Milani her up, of course. Oh, and I'm not doing a cut crease because I want to see how this performs with the other shadows being on the crease, because I want to see if this palette really is like a quickie out the door and it's appearing like it is. It's definitely deeper in the crease compared to if you did a cut crease to clean it up, but I kind of like that gradient effect anyway. So I did want to test that out. So in case you guys were wondering, because I usually do a cut crease, but this was done intentionally. That was like butter. Now I really do want to play with a Supernova shade just to give it even more pizzazz, but at the same time I don't often just leave my shadows alone. But this is good to know that you can really get a look done quickly. You know, like I just did this in 10 minutes while speaking to you guys. So like both eyes, 10 minutes, and that was talking and playing and my eyes running, and it would not take that long otherwise. Shoot, where did it go? I do want to try, of all shades, the one that I thought was most boring, Running in Orbits, but I don't know. Let's see. Just give it a little extra dimension. Not necessary, but let's play. Alright, well I just gave like a nice little added dimension to the eye, so I like that. I'm gonna go line, lashes, finish up my face, all of that good stuff, and then I will be back to do the lower lash line. Alright, I finished up my face and I tested out a new foundation that is ridiculously darker than me, and then it had a dry down that like instantly brought me to like a level 10 tan. It was awful for dry down. I did the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I actually really like the foundation formula and the finish of it, but oh my gosh, I need to order like 2 or 3 shades lighter because I cannot believe it. I used 130 Buff Beige, which right off the bat was too dark for me, but online it appeared like it would be my color. And then when it dried down, it went like almost orangey toned. I was like, oh my god. So that's the foundation I'm wearing. I did a mini video on it, so I won't go into too much detail, but I like this one so much more than the other Maybelline. Whoa, look at that. I think you're right, and it is some kind of a blocked tear duct, because that is just getting out of hand. Like, that just happened. Gee, oh my gosh, Tuesday morning, as soon as everything is open again, I don't even know how to fix this. As soon as everything is open, I'm going to be calling specialists and I need to go get this handled. Okay, back on track. I then gave the Cover FX glitter drops another shot and they totally broke apart the foundation and everything. It left a huge open spot. It was horrendous. So these are going to be beautiful body highlights, but they are not good for the face. They break apart everything. I am not trying them on my face. Again, I've now tried them with 2 different foundations and they've made a disaster out of my foundations both times. So today, to cover up the blank space, because I really don't have that much time to like redo everything, I took the Hourglass Vanish highlighting stick. It doesn't really say, it doesn't say on here, but the Vanish highlighting stick in Flash Gold, and I laid that down as a base. I only put the glitter on this side, and this side I had left blank. So this actually performs over top of all your powder, setting powder, bronzer, everything, because I only tried this when I demoed it to you guys on top of foundation. So good to know it works over top of powder as well, and it saved the day when everything broke apart. I just like went whoosh and covered it right up, so that's a big win. And then the blush that I used is Charlotte Tilbury's Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher, and it's, the shade is Sex on Fire. But I love her blushes so much, so I used that blush today. And then, oh, and then over top of the Vanish stick, I grabbed my Anastasia Ultimate Glow Kit and I put Sunray down as a base. I took Amber Gold and put a little bit here because I'm so tanned now, I can actually use that one. And then I mixed Sunray and White Sand in my inner corner, and I used only White Sand underneath my brow bone. I'm telling you guys, this is one of my favorite gold highlighting palettes of all time. And there's no glitter in it. I really don't get the glitter fuss over that palette, but that is it. So we can get going on finishing up this lower lash line. But I will be back because I need to fix this somehow. Like, I'm down to skin right now. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right. Let's see what happens now. Taking my Wayne Goss number 20 brush, I'm going to start with this shade and smoke her beneath the lower lash line. Now taking my MAC 212, I'm going to dip into this baby and get that nice and tight to the lower lash line. Now taking my Luxie 111 brush, I'm going to dip into this baby and just blend everything together. Alright, it's time to swatch out these two lip glosses. We're going to start with the iridescent one, which is Finesse. They could not make this any more difficult to read. Oh! Now, this could be either the most beautiful lip topper, or you could definitely wear it on its own too. There's enough happening there. I would go for it as a lip topper though. But that is really pretty. So now let me wipe this one off and try on the next. Now Verbatim. It's again really pretty on its own, but would be better as a lip topper because nothing really translates from this gloss. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys loved this little mini pretty much palette as much as I do, because it's just so cute and little and fun, and I cannot believe that that little thing can pack such a punch and give such a glam eye look. I really can't. My eyes are just both watering and both a disaster, and we're gonna ignore that, but that's okay. I'm loving everything ColourPop. Keep bringing it to us. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So that is it for this video. Please don't forget to thumbs it up, smash that subscribe button, and that notification bell. So until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.